Hello, Butter Bites. Welcome back to the Steak and Butter Vlogs. I'm here with Aspen. He's chilling and napping, so I thought I would whip out my vlog camera. So I'm turning 30 in 1 week from today. And as I turn 30, I have been nonstop reflecting about how my 20s went. I really want to come out with a couple of videos where I reflect and share everything that I've learned, life lessons, things that I regret, things that I am so happy that I did, as well as things that I've completely stopped buying. And that is actually the topic of today's video. I live a much more minimal life now than when I did when I was, for example, 20. I have to say the biggest motivating factor to just cut down on things and products was thanks to everything that I've experienced after changing my diet and going fully strict carnivore. Some of you guys watching my videos are long-term carnivores. You guys have been following me for maybe years. Firstly, I want to thank you all for your support, even if you are a new subscriber or a long-time subscriber, to show that you're a butter bite and that you pay attention and you're watching my stuff. I would love to know how you initially found my content. If you can remember, what was the specific video, which platform, were you searching for something specifically and I popped up? I would absolutely love to know how you ended up finding me and which platform. Thank you so much. So I do have an entire list in front of me that I will refer to really go through all of the things that I've stopped buying. And this is not me showing off or saying that everybody should stop buying the things that I've stopped buying. It's honestly just a byproduct, an accidental result of me taking care of my health and of me just finding exactly what works for my body and for my life goals. So I want to preface all of this by sharing that because I've gone on a carnivore diet, I've experienced things with my body and my daily performance that I never thought would happen. But these are, I guess, just the strange quirks and perks of being a long-term carnivore. As I go through my list of things I don't buy, I'll also couple it with why I stopped buying it, what shifted in my body. So number one is deodorant. I have stopped using deodorant for the past 6 years. After being carnivore, I noticed that when I sweat, there is zero body odor. And I know that there is a gene that Asians specifically can have where they never produce body odor. I'm not one of those magical Asians where I have that gene. I used to smell. I definitely had body odor, especially when I was vegan, funny enough. And on top of that, I don't eat spices or strong seasonings. I don't eat garlic. I don't do onion. Again, this may sound absolutely mind-boggling and crazy and extreme to the everyday person watching this vlog. Sometimes these vlogs do go outside of the carnivore corner. And so if you're watching this and you are confused, eating less vegetables and fruits absolutely reduced my body odor. And now that I've been a 7.5-year strict carnivore where I literally only eat meat, dairy, eggs, that's it. Oh, and coffee, that's it. I have no body odor. So because I have no body odor, I don't buy deodorant. The second thing, very related, is I also stopped buying body wash. I just wash with warm water and that's it. I also took it a step further and I've completely stopped buying perfumes, body sprays in general. Nowadays, I'm even seeing girls talk about buying hair perfume, hairsprays. To me, it just seems like a waste of money buying 10, 20 bottles of things that we genuinely do not need if we just cleaned up our diet and took care of our health. I also stopped buying conditioner because I noticed that my hair just feels stronger, more hydrated, and shiny when I focus on a high-fat carnivore diet. I don't want to scare the newbies and make you guys feel like you have to eat as much fat as I do, but because I've been a high-fat carnivore since day one, my body produces deep, natural hydration in every aspect. So my skin is now normal and hydrated. It's not parched and dry, or some seasons back then, I would get extremely greasy, oily skin with enlarged pores and cystic acne. Now, my skin just has a natural glow. It just feels hydrated. I've also stopped buying body creams and scented body lotions and body oils and after shower oil. It's a lot of stuff that I just don't want to think about, much less spend my hard-earned money on. Only thing that I still buy to this day is shampoo. I definitely have heard of the movement called the no poo movement, where people have completely stopped using shampoo, and apparently you go through a little adaptation phase, and after enough time, your hair just stops getting greasy forever. I can't do that yet because I love my hair feeling really fresh and non-greasy and non clumped together. And because I have dark black hair, I notice that when it gets greasy, it just looks really piecey. I can definitely share with you guys my hair care routine if you guys want, so just drop it down below if that's something you want to see. Okay, this next product is also very much a staple for most Americans, especially during summer months, and it's something that they slather on their bodies and all over their faces when they're outside. Can you guess what it is? If you guess sunscreen, you are correct. I don't wear sunscreen. Yes, even when I'm outside in the sunshine. And I just moved to Las Vegas, Nevada. So the sun here is strong, especially during summer. It's been 110 Fahrenheit every day. Why have I stopped wearing sunscreen? This is a very interesting and strange phenomenon, but I'm not the only one who has experienced this after going carnivore. After I went carnivore, I noticed that my skin would stop burning under the sun. And this is something that I never experienced before in my entire life, in my entire 30 years of life. Well, this actually started when I was, I would say, 2 years into carnivore, and I was a strict carnivore, especially my first few years. I would not have any salt, spices, no coffee. It was just strict animal foods only. After 2 years of eating this way, my skin not only stopped burning in the sun, it actually produced a tan. It started being able to naturally produce a nice color to it. The only exception where I will wear one brand of non-toxic sunscreen that I do like is when I am out for 3+ hours. So for example, hiking, outdoor excursions, then yes, I will protect my skin so it doesn't get to the point of burning. But 1 hour, 1.5 hours, 50 minutes, that is no problem for my skin now. It doesn't burn. It just absorbs that amazing sunshine and turns it into vitamin D. And I noticed the correlation to be removal of seed oils. Okay, so that's where a lot of people really started noticing tolerance to the sunshine with their skin, is when they stopped eating all seed oils. Instead, when you swap it with animal fats that are high in omega-3s and low in polyunsaturated fats, that's when we really notice this dramatic shift in our skin's tolerance to sunshine. I'd actually love to know if you guys experienced any of these strange symptoms where you burn less in the sun, you're able to produce a tan, better tolerance to sunshine, or even no more body odor as well. Let me know if any of these things are happening to you. Next up, we go into things that we put on our bodies. Okay, so when it comes to clothing, I really genuinely just wear the same outfits every single week. This might actually piss some people off and be a bit TMI and gross, but I wear the same shirt and pants for 4 days. Okay, 4 days straight. I don't need to wash them. I do not need to steam clean them, take them to the dry cleaners. I literally don't even wash them. I just wear it over and over and over. Like for example, this cute little cardigan that is made of natural fiber, not polyester. I've been wearing this for the past 4 days straight. Why? Because I genuinely don't feel like it's dirty. It still smells like nothing. I don't have body odor. I'm very careful about not getting my clothes dirty. Now, of course, if I'm going to see the same friends a couple days in a row, then just to be normal, I will wear different outfits so that they don't think I'm weird. If I'm just being a homebody, which are most of my days, happily, I just wear the same outfit every day. So let me show you my pants. These are some of my favorite pants. I have it in every single color. These are cotton. They feel very breathable and light. When you walk, it just looks really good, looks natural and minimal. No crazy logos and brand names on my clothes ever. I just don't buy fast fashion or just trendy clothing anymore. I used to be so into fashion when I was studying at Juilliard and when I was studying in New York City in general, and I lived in New York for school for 6 whole years. So living in an environment like that where everybody on the streets, it feels like a walking runway out there. Everybody looks so fashionable. You can't help but just buy into that type of culture. And back then, the only way I was earning money was performing concerts, gigs, like weddings, events, private piano lessons, private violin lessons. I did not earn a lot, but I spent it all on clothing, skincare, and makeup. Girly things that are very trendy that honestly made zero positive impact in my life besides giving me one small moment of instant gratification. So now that I'm turning 30, I can tell you right now that it is so not worth it. Instead, I recommend buying pieces that actually look flattering on your figure, that are made with natural fibers like cotton and linen. I post a lot on Instagram as well, mostly more of things that I feel like can catch the everyday person's attention and bring awareness to a carnivore diet. You'll notice that on Instagram and some of my YouTube videos even, I'll be wearing crop tops. I do that on purpose. In this day and age, when somebody sees someone with a flat stomach, it is considered so rare, it stops the person from scrolling and it grabs the viewer's attention. And this is how I convert new viewers who have never heard of a ketogenic or carnivore diet before to actually care about what a ketogenic and carnivore diet is. Getting a flat stomach, beating bloat, losing weight is the number one goal these days because most women are overweight, stressed out, confused, trying to do every single cheat diet just to lose weight, only for it to not work. So if my stomach can stop the scroll so that I can teach them what actually works, that's why I do it. But my everyday style when I'm just living my life is just exactly what I'm wearing. Cardigan, cotton pants. Like I've said a couple times before, I want this steak and butter vlog channel to be the lowest cortisol corner you can find, and the corner where I share with you guys how to be the best version of yourselves in the laziest, most minimal effort way. No on polyester clothing, no on fast fashion things, definitely no on designer brands. Now, with one exception though. One exception when it comes to designer brands. My husband is the type of man whose love language is gifting. And I respect that, I honor that, and I fully accept that. When my husband wants to celebrate something, for example, my birthday coming up, he cannot help but gift me really nice things. And so I will receive that with gratitude and with 100% happiness. And so that's the one exception. But am I buying that for myself? Absolutely not. I just feel like I could invest that big chunk of money into growing that money, doubling it, multiplying it for my kids, for their grandkids. You know, that's kind of the way that I've always seen financial stability in general. Okay, next up on my list that I have here, beauty treatments and I guess like beauty appointments. And what I mean by that is because I have friends who are same age, in this modern day and age, women spend a lot on beauty appointments. If you really were to just clean up your diet and practice healthy habits every single day. I made a video, by the way, on how I lost 25 pounds just doing the most minimal habits. I'll link that down below. But if you just do what I share with you in that video, you would not need any of these beauty appointments. Facials, skin lasers, chemical peels, lash lift, brow lift, microblading, like tattooing their lips even, tattooing their eyebrows, like oh my goodness. I do love putting on makeup because it just makes me feel so good and extra confident in front of the camera specifically. But when it comes to these beauty treatments, I have to say they are very expensive. Okay, I've asked my girlfriends, absolutely no judgment if this is something that you just genuinely love doing as part of your self-care routine. But as someone who is so lazy, I could not be bothered driving myself to different locations to get these different treatments done when I could just look naturally healthy, vibrant, well rested. They just come when I sleep well and when I eat well. When it comes to beauty, I love a good makeup routine that I feel like accentuates my natural features. And I've even posted my skincare and makeup routine. And those products are the products that I use every single day. And that's it. I just use the same things every single day. It just starts feeling very overwhelming and anxiety inducing when I feel like I have to keep up with every single new beauty routine, shape that you should draw your eyebrows this year. Like it is a lot. And I know that these things exist because I am a content creator. And so I'm seeing all of these new trends popping up on my phone. I'm happy wearing the same outfit and doing the exact same makeup look, exact same hairstyle. If keeping up with the trends and being super fashionable and stylish and buying luxury items is something that you love, absolutely no judgment. I think we just need to find what works best for us. And as I'm about to turn 30, I'm just really having epiphanies about what makes me happy and what doesn't. That's what I'm sharing. Next up, I have stopped buying powders. All of the powders. I don't know if you guys have realized this, but every time you walk into Costco, Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, even just your local chain grocery store, so many different powders, protein powders, collagen powders, bone broth powders, supplement powders, gut healing powders. There seems to be a powder that they're selling us for every single health issue that we seem to be struggling with, yet nobody is really truly talking about the real solution to all of the issues that Americans are dealing with these days is a carnivore diet. So simple that people think I'm lying. I don't buy protein shakes. I don't buy protein powders. What a waste of money. When I was vegan, I would buy the most popular powder that I would buy was nutritional yeast. Can't believe I bought that stuff. It stinks. It tastes disgusting. I bought it because all of the vegans were saying, you have to buy this for vitamin B12. Yet I became anemic and I lost my period and I was extremely vitamin B12 deficient. It can be really confusing and scary out there when it comes to the health and diet and wellness community online. There's so many different opinions, but you're in the right corner. This is the corner for the ultimate minimal, lazy, can't be bothered to do more type of people. This is the corner for you. All right, next up, I think this will break some of your hearts, I think, but I just don't buy snacks. When it comes to myself, keep in mind, I do have a husband. When I'm out and about having a busy day of errands or I'm traveling, I still don't buy snacks. I just fast. I just don't eat. That to me is the most natural way of living life. Even meat snacks and meat jerkies, I will only eat that when I'm about to eat a meal and I can't find a proper meal. The next thing is protein bars. A lot of us have forgotten why a protein bar even exists, to be honest. A lot of us truly think protein bars are glorified candy bars, and that's what they are. I found one clean protein bar brand, only one, unfortunately. But it's, again, for my husband. I buy them for my husband. They are from the brand Lineage. They really have the cleanest protein bars I can possibly find. High in protein, clean, no junk, no seed oils, no additives, no preservatives. It's just clean animal foods. My protein bar is a steak. All right, next up, let's go to desserts. Okay, I know that Americans love buying desserts, whether it's carrot cake, a little bit of a cheesecake after dinner, or when celebrating special occasions, birthday cakes, ice cream sundaes, or date nights, chocolate mousse, apple pie. I don't mean to come off harsh, but it is such a waste of time and most certainly a waste of my health, a waste of all of the work that I have put in to get to where I am with my health and my mental health, physical strength. Why would I take even one step backwards eating something so full of junk? It doesn't look appealing to me. I've completely lost a desire to eat desserts. As a 7.5-year carnivore, I treat myself with a glass of chilled kefir, raw kefir, obviously. The carnivore desserts that I make on my main channel, Steak and Butter Gal, they get millions of views. They get so much love from the carnivore community because finally you can make a proper cheesecake that tastes amazing and not feel guilty, bloated, inflamed the next day. You can actually still feel good and still lose weight. I make those recipes for my husband, for my little brother, for my big sister, for my mom, for my dad. I personally don't need those recipes. I live a boring life. I am a creature of habit. I like my ground beef bowls, my poached eggs in my homemade bone broth. Like, I just eat the same meals every single day, and I could not be happier. The next thing that I don't buy is alcohol. So this is very similar. Like, I know that a lot of people love drinking alcohol to celebrate things. I never really was a fan of alcohol. I guess it's just personal preference. It just tastes like cough medicine to me. I don't get the hype, but that's just me. My husband actually does not drink alcohol either. We don't need alcohol to have a great time. He's my best friend. He also says I'm his best friend. And it's not like we are each other's only friends. He has plenty of friends. Oh my gosh, he has so many friends. I have a good group of friends myself that I like to stick to. I love spending quality time with my husband. In fact, I look forward to our unwinding session every night where we eat dinner together, we have a good conversation, we hang out, we joke, we laugh, and then we cuddle. That's just my favorite way to spend my downtime, is with my husband. And so when it comes to alcohol, we never really thought it was anything worth our time or money. So next up, bottled water. A lot of people take bottled water for granted, but when you only buy bottled water and you buy bottles and bottles of Mountain Spring Valley water in the glass bottles, that money adds up. It costs a lot, especially when you live in Nevada where you have to stay hydrated because it is so dry and so hot here. I no longer buy bottled water, ever. Not even in the glass bottles, because I have a reverse osmosis in-home filtration system set up in our home. And so that's something nice that I must say is a great luxury to have that at-home filtration. If I'm out, I'll just fill it up in my tumbler. I don't ever have to buy water ever again. Next up, I do not buy Nespresso pods. Now, because I used to own an espresso machine, I know how costly it can be and how it really adds up, and you're just constantly buying more and more sleeves of Nespresso pods, and they can get expensive. And even just owning an espresso machine, I stopped doing that after I filmed and researched for my coffee video. So I basically just exposed the coffee industry. I exposed Nespresso machines, Nespresso pods. I'll link that video down below if you want to check it out. But I do a lot of research when I film these expose types of videos on my main channel. I do really enjoy the research process because I just learn so much, and then I feel excited to share it with you guys in those videos, and clearly you guys learn a lot too. So ever since I filmed that video, I realized that drinking coffee like that is just not the healthiest way to drink coffee. I love coffee. I drink coffee every single day. I will never give up my black coffee. So now I just make it with a Bialetti mocha pot. There's no plastic leaching, by the way, because it's a very simple stainless steel coffee pot that just naturally brews stovetop. I learned this from Dr. Elizabeth Bright when I visited her in Italy and have never looked back. My favorite coffee that I drink, only brand that I drink right now, is Lineage. They have mold-free, glyphosate-free coffee. Okay, next up, big box brands when it comes to anything household cleaning supplies, laundry detergent, whitening powder, dish detergent, hand soap even, cleaning sprays, window cleaning. The big box brands like Windex, Tide, Dawn, these companies do not care about our health. They will willingly cut corners and put in preservatives and chemicals into these products to spend less on their products and charge us more, when we could be buying clean, non-toxic products that do just as good of a job of cleaning, if not a better job, and do not emit intensely toxic fumes in our homes. When we have kids and dogs, elderly living in our homes, this is such a silent poison that I feel like people are not even aware of. These big box cleaning products have insanely long ingredients lists that are so unnecessary. So no, I don't buy them. I have stopped buying them for 7 years now, and I have switched every single cleaning supply to a non-toxic alternative. And actually I only buy from one brand because this brand has every single cleaning supply I could possibly want. It smells great, it's effective, it's all non-toxic. It's called Truly Free. They're literally my dream come true because they have dishwasher detergent, laundry stuff, tile cleaning stuff, bathroom cleaning stuff, sink cleaning stuff, degreasers, pots and pan cleaners. They have window cleaners. They have every single thing my new house needs to be brand spanking new. It takes the guesswork out of all of it, and I can clean as if my life depended on it. Now, if you follow me here on this vlog, you know that my favorite hobby and favorite de-stressing activity is cleaning. I love cleaning. Okay, I'm just that type of housewife, I guess. I love wiping countertops. I love cleaning my windows, organizing my pantry, my spice drawers. Like every single corner of my house, I have been treating as an exciting project that I get to tend to whenever I have free time. And this is kind of where like my content creator life sometimes doesn't mesh as well with my housewife life. I genuinely love just being a wife that stays at home, that keeps the house clean, that cooks delicious meals for my husband. That is very much what I love doing. But then I also have this purpose and mission in life to just spread the word about this carnivore lifestyle, because I know how many lives it has already changed. Just within my Steak and Butter gang alone, there's 20,000 people in there changing their health for the better. So yeah, I just feel like since I lived it and I got the results that I wanted, how can I not share it with the rest of the world? So I spend all of my time making content for you guys. Next up, movie tickets. Oh my gosh. One of my favorite things to do when I was living in New York City as a college student, I loved going to the movies. Now, because I'm an artist, I'm a musician, right? I really appreciate the arts. When there is a good movie, a critically acclaimed movie, I definitely do want to watch it in movie theaters. Now that I moved into my new home, in my first home ever, by the way, we have like a little movie room set up in our house that I just feel like, wow, I love my home. I love being a homebody. I love having my privacy and quality time with my husband. I love cuddling with my husband and my baby boy Bichon here, who is like now in a little sploot position. I just love that time so much with my family that I've just stopped buying tickets to movies because I genuinely feel like my home is a better movie theater. And again, I know this is a luxury that not everybody has. These are just things that I wrote down that I just don't buy anymore. Next that I wrote down that's very much related, concert tickets. So major concerts like Ariana Grande. Again, I don't follow the trends of everyday pop culture. My favorite music to listen to these days is classical music. Honestly, I cannot think of a better therapy to feel calm and relaxed and at peace. There's no better music to enter that mood than classical music. Now, I have my go-tos, I have my favorite albums, I have my favorite pianists that I love to listen to. When I play it, I immediately just feel good. Do you guys want me to create a playlist for you guys to listen to of my favorite classical pieces? I would love to. Let me know in the comments. Okay, next up, Stanley Cups. Okay, I see this trend. I've been seeing this trend of girls just having like 6 Stanley Cups of different colors to match every single mood that they have. Again, not judging, just I personally think that's a major waste of money. I do not need a Stanley Cup. I don't even have a Stanley Cup. I just have my go-to little green tumbler that I got from Thrive Market, and I got it because I loved the natural green color, and that's all I need, you know? Unless, of course, you have kids, right? You have 6 family members, and each color is for each person, then that makes total sense. Oh, trendy date night activities. For all of you who love to go out on date nights or do special things, what are you guys doing on date nights? Would love to know. Are you guys going to a nice restaurant? Are you guys going to a museum? Are you guys doing specific activities? Are you going to concerts? Like, let me know what your typical date night looks like and what it entails. When I was 24 and I was dating my then boyfriend, same guy, Max, steak and butter guy, there was always something that I wanted to do, and I was always chasing for the next fun activity, and some of these things would cost money. And as time went on, I started to realize what actually made me happy and what actually was meaningful to me and my life. I started realizing the simpler, the better for my life, and I found a lot of meaning and joy and quality times in the simple things. So, for example, cooking a really delicious meal for my husband, sitting down and just savoring every single bite with him, going on a really nice relaxing nature walk at our favorite park with my husband and having a really nice conversation, and just walking at a nice slow pace, watching Aspen play out in nature, good conversations, good company, Mother Nature. That's all I need now. All of those things happen to be free. They do not cost money. I'm not paying people to be my friend. I do not pay to get into parks. And I certainly am not paying to eat dinner with my husband because I'm cooking the dinners. Okay, besides the groceries that I buy, honestly, I get so many boxes of meat from farms that want me to support them and make content. Again, another luxury that I am so grateful for. It obviously is a huge blessing to have these types of relationships and these opportunities. And honestly, this type of career, I never, ever would have guessed in a million years that I would be doing what I'm doing now when I used to work my butt off being a concert pianist. That's how life goes, I think. I'm very grateful. We really don't go to fancy restaurants. We only go to fancy restaurants when we have guests over, when we have colleagues visiting us, when we have family visiting us, and that's the only time. The next thing I will never buy, supplements. Wow. The supplement industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry. It is such a scam because I was a victim to the belief that you need to have a supplement for every single thing. Hair growth, skin health, gut health, women's health, fertility, period health. Oh my gosh. You could end up taking 15 pills a day. The goal is to live a simple, easy, sustainable way of life where every single day the choices that we make support our health, improve our health, improve our longevity. I haven't bought a single supplement in 7 years. And again, it's thanks to a carnivore diet. The carnivore diet has completely flipped the way that I see health and wellness forever. Okay, my vlog camera is about to die, so we're gonna wrap up. Even though I have a good couple of things left, I'm just gonna choose the ones that are the most important. There are so many apps that cost money. There are so many subscriptions that like these people sell to you saying like, oh, you need to buy this app so that you can save more money and you can be on top of your financials. You need to buy this app so that you can build healthy exercise habits. You need to buy this app to log your calories and your macros. You need to buy this app to meditate. You need to buy this app to learn how to breathe. When did we need to buy electronic apps to function? Are we robots? Because last I checked, we're human beings. And when it comes to actually functioning the way that we were meant to function, the best thing we can do is turn off those electronics, actually. Put it away, turn it off, get it out of your eye line, put it in a drawer, and get outside in Mother Nature. I cannot recommend this enough. This is something that I've intentionally practiced every single day. Get my butt outside. Even if it's just a 10-minute mini stroll, I immediately feel better. Okay? I immediately feel like I'm more grounded, I'm more present, I'm more calm, I'm more relaxed. I am that type of person. I need to put it in the Google Calendar. And some days it's like 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. work days. When I intentionally block out in my calendar, go outside, I go outside. And so if that's what it takes for you guys to go outside, I think you guys should do it. It is so worth it. I know that I have a lot of busy moms and busy dads, really busy business owners who watch my content as well. That's the best hack. It is life-changing. Put it in your Google Calendar, label it, go outside. It seems like there is always something that they're trying to sell us. And even these days, the wellness industry and the biohacking industry is starting to feel a lot like a scam. So honestly, that's why I'm here in this corner of the internet, is to remind you that simplicity always wins. And the things that you can practice every single day with joy, the things that you know that you can look forward to doing, are going to be the things that end up giving you the most benefit, the most positive impact. So yeah, I do not buy apps, TV show subscriptions. I just have Netflix and I just have Amazon Prime. Again, that's just my personal preference. Oh, one big thing. I cannot not share this since I'm a carnivore. I don't buy meat from big chain grocery stores anymore. Costco is the only exception because I love Costco. Costco is awesome. I love filming Costco videos, and you guys seem to love that too. Besides that, I do not shop at Whole Foods. I do not shop at Trader Joe's. I don't go to Aldi's. I don't go to Ralph's. I don't go to Safeway. I don't go to Kroger. I don't go to QFC. Like all of these grocery stores, I do not buy my meats from because I just have my go-to farms now. Miller's Bio Farm for all things raw dairy, U.S. Wellness for all meats, Billy Doe Meats for all lamb, McCafferty Ranch for delicious ranch-raised steaks. Plainview Meats also has delicious steaks, like five farms that I love, that I am huge fans of, and that I will never stop buying from. So I don't go to grocery stores, actually. I just get it from my online farms, shipped directly to my house. I think I made that major shift just this past year because of all of the videos that I have researched and posted on my main channel, exposing the dark side of the meat industry. Honestly, the big chain, big box meat industries, they do not have us in their best interest. They do not care about our health. And now lab-grown meat has officially hit our shelves as of August 1st. I posted a reel on that. So I try to keep up with all of the major updates when it comes to us carnivores, and I do post on all platforms. So if you don't follow me on Instagram yet, I do highly recommend you guys follow me there because I post different types of content, different news, different updates, all of that. Thank you for the support regardless. Have you stopped buying any of the things I listed in this video? I would love to know which ones you still buy. Anything that you stopped buying that I didn't mention, let me know down below in the comments. Love you guys. Thank you for being a butterbite here, and I hope to see you in my next vlog. SBG out.